I'd like to welcome you back to Muscle Up. This week's episode, we're going in like we always do. Doing some shoulders, doing some traps, and some abdomen. We're also working the forearms. Alright, so here we're doing a free weight shoulder press. Alright, you get that freedom, that range of motion that you don't get with the bar when you're doing this. This is great for you. The shoulders, they feel the pain. You want to make sure you bring them down pretty low, but not too low. Keeping your arms in that same position. Form is everything. And we switched it over here, still working the shoulder. It's a little bit tougher to do this exercise because you're twisting your hands and you're also moving the hands in a different position while you're going up and down. Try it out. Let me know how it feels, because it damn sure burned me. Moving over to the traps. Alright, now this exercise here is a superset on the trap, right? You want to make sure you keep going with this exercise because it burns, and that's so as you can see here, we're going from the front of the body right to the back of the body. And it's kind of hard picking that bar up if you're alone, but it can be done in a safe way. Alright? But if you do have someone there to help you, you can just have them pass you that bar, make life a little bit easier. And remember, it's a superset. You don't want to take too much time in between putting that bar down. You want to go ahead, put it down, 1, 2, 3, boom. Pick that thing back up, get back to work. I don't know how important the trapezius muscle is to you, but to me it is great. It makes you look amazing in a t-shirt. I know that much.
like skirt. I ain't with it, had a swerve. I ain't with it, had a swerve. I ain't with it, had a swerve, like skirt. I ain't with it, had a swerve. I ain't with it, had a swerve. I ain't with it, had a swerve, like skirt. I ain't with it, had a swerve.
All right, we moved over to the triceps, and we are using the double rope.
Swerve. I ain't with it, had a swerve. I ain't with it, had a swerve, like skirt. I ain't with it, had a swerve. I ain't with it, had a swerve. I ain't with it, had a swerve, like skirt. I ain't with it, had a swerve. I ain't with it, had a swerve. I ain't with it, had a swerve, like skirt.
Now this is what gets you that horseshoe, where Alright, now we're using the same cable, but we're just standing up straight. Lean a little bit forward and pull straight down and open up the ropes as you get to your legs. Alright?
I'm OG, y'all new to the game.
Now we switched over to the one end cable. Alright, one end rope cable here. And these are the tricep kickbacks. You want to make sure you're squeezing and pushing when you're doing this. This exercise is one of my favorites when it comes to working out the tricep. You really start to feel that burn.
I'm OG, y'all new to the game. New.
All right, now we moved over here to the abdomen. So you're crossing over and then tapping both feet at once, all right? So it's 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. And each time you complete that cycle, that is 1 rep, all right? You want to get as far as you can. Don't give up. Make sure you're tapping your feet.
I'm OG, y'all new to the game. G.
And I also want to remind you that we do have the bar tweaked down to as low as it possibly can go, because that's where you really hit the abdomen, where it hurts. Now, if you're not capable of that yet, work your way up. Now we moved over to the crunches. And you want to make sure you just go as many as you can here. Don't cheat yourself. Let it burn. Now we are working the forearm here. We're gonna do a superset with the kettlebell, right? You wanna start where you're doing this exercise where you're lifting straight up. And then you switch it over, you turn your arms over, and it looks like a curl with your forearm. Alright, that is the superset. And believe me, it begins to burn. And if you're holding a kettlebell that is too light, raise up that weight and you're going to start feeling the pressure of that exercise. Now, I believe the forearm is very important. I don't see too many people working it out. Almost never. But to me, it's one of those muscles that I never want to leave out. Works your grip. So when you go to do a pull-up, you can pretty much hold yourself up longer just because you have that strength and stamina in the forearm. That goes the same for benching. Some people don't recognize as much pressure that goes to the forearms and your hands and wrist while you're trying to hold anything above 200 pounds. You need to work the forearm. It helps. Believe me, it helps. And you switch over to where you grab the weights, you're standing up, and you're gonna just twist. You wanna do a full extension, go as far as your forearm will allow you to twist. And you can do them slow, you can do them quick, find out what helps you. And here we're going down and going all the way through it again. This is also a superset, we just switched it up a little bit. Now, since you're standing up and just twisting, you're not really curling, you can do a lot more reps with this exercise. And it's all about repetition here. All about getting in as many as you can. Because if it doesn't burn, it's not gonna affect you. Because believe me, you use your forearms every day for almost everything you're doing. So you really have to get it in for quite some time before you begin really working the muscle. gonna cover everything for this week's episode of Muscle Up. Hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope that you're gonna like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. But stay tuned, we got a lot more coming. And